Hello guys. Hi. Hello. How are you guys? How are you? Let me check. Who are the people already come in? It's exactly 9 p.m. right now. Hello. Hi Esther. Hi Susan. Hi Jiayan. Hi Li Zige. Hello. Thank you very much for joining us. There are quite a couple of hundreds of people already here. Wow, so fast. Oh, thank you. Help us to like and share to more people, okay? Because today we have three very important guests. Last session we had an exciting session which we met a pilot, yeah, an airline pilot. We met a legal graduate. We also met a finance specialist. Today we're gonna meet with two doctors and then one young pretty nutritionist. Okay, so please continue, like and share. Okay, thank you. We're coming to hit 600 people already. Like and share and let more people come into this session. Yeah, so welcome again for all of us who actually just come in. Okay, my name is Kelvyn. So we're going to spend about an hour's time to share with you this very nice topic about the 6 billion shoppers. Yeah, 6 billion shoppers. By the way, this topic is actually been inspired by this book. Yeah, this book is called The 6 Billion Shoppers. So let me ask you this question. Can you remember when was the last time that you guys or all of us had a lockdown? Okay, ever since last year March, some people last year April, some people last year May, some people are now still in lockdown. You get what I'm saying? Now let me ask you let me get some reaction first. How many of you, since the last lockdown, the first time you gonna lockdown until now, how many of you have read books? How many of you have read books? Of those of you have read 2 books, you write 2 there. You write 1 book, you write 1. You didn't even read a book, you just put there 0. Come, I want to see some reaction right here so that we want to be more interactive so that we can be communicating more clearly with you. Those of you, please put into the comment, okay, please into the comment how many books you have actually read since the beginning of the last year lockdown or something like that. Okay, so let me see. Some of you not replying me yet. Well, anyway, because the FB always lagging a couple of seconds, right? So let me see how many of you can put. Oh no, all of you very busy, sharing the post. Thank you very much. Thank you. Anyway, the session today is motivated, inspired by this book called The 6 Billion. Okay, some people already put in here, read 1 book, read 3 books. Some people read 0 book. Ayo, you locked down, you never take the opportunity to read book. Now, let me share with you. Ever since 4 years ago, when we started embarking into the e-commerce business, I was reading this couple of books here. I just want to share with you. Well, by one of it, of course, you must know lah. If you're doing e-shopping, you know what I'm saying? Of course, you must know this company lah. What company? Amazon, Apple, and then what? Google. Obviously, you don't come into e-commerce. But why are we here today? We want to talk about the 6 billion shoppers. Okay, so today's session is very much inspired by this book. So let us continue and let us share with you what we want to communicate. Now, everybody knows that the biggest market right now is not China, not India, not South America or whatsoever. Can we show the next slides? But we understand the biggest market right now is what? The biggest market right now is the online market. So whoever who had tapped into such an enormous market, these people already become the richest people in the world. Now, the richest man in the world right now, number 1 richest, obviously Jeff Bezos, Amazon. Now, one of the richest in China, of course, due to Alibaba, Jack Ma becomes one of the richest guy. Everybody knows that this is coming right now. But let me share with you this. Right now, at this moment of time, how many people are actually buying or shopping online? Take a look at this slide. 2.14 billion people are purchasing things online right now. But for your information, let me share with you. For your information, only 2 years ago, it was only 1.66 billion. It was only 1.66 billion. So which means a couple of years ago, it was only at this figure. So if you look into this, what is going to happen is, in fact, pandemic actually expedite the whole process. They'll expedite the whole process. So in the next 5 to 10 years, we are going to hit exactly what this book, the author of this book is talking about. Exactly, you will be having 6 billion supermarket shoppers online. So this is going to happen tremendously, but take a look at what people are buying online. Originally, those days, can you remember what was the first thing you bought online? Obviously, from there, I would tell you majority of people are buying what? Clothes lah, shoes lah, gadgets lah, and things like this. But before COVID, very few people buying groceries, vegetables, fruits, food that you need to be eating yourself and things like this. Very few people are buying it online. But because of COVID, suddenly, not just the groceries, but also something, health products, medicinals. This has a tremendous boom because of COVID-19. So because of COVID-19, what happens? This is the statistics in back for US, okay? 42% of US people that bought groceries ever since the pandemic. Now, many of us had never bought groceries before COVID-19 happened. You know what I'm saying? But what is interesting is many people are saying that even after pandemic, after post-pandemic, many people will not be going into grocery stores, supermarkets, or those places to buy. They will continue to buy their groceries online. So this is tremendous. It has in fact doubled in less than 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Now let's take a look at this very interesting figure. Because of pandemic, this thing has expedited the whole e-commerce. Now, e-commerce is not something new that we are talking about. Everybody know that this is a trend that is up and coming. But yet, because of the COVID-19, when people have been locked down, the fastest growing e-categories, take a look at this. 800% growth of what? People buying things or protective things. In those days, you are not wearing masks. You're not, buying things for you to prevent yourself from getting, wearing masks, and then sanitizers, and then there are all sorts of things today that has to do with you preventing yourself from getting COVID. So 800% growth, and then 200% growth in terms of people buying online of medicines, buying drugs, buying health products. 200% growth, 231% growth buying toilet paper. This is interesting, right? Can you see this figure? Buying toilet paper. That's why remember last time when we had lockdown, or when your country was about to lock down, and then people will be sharing in their social media and FB and things like this, and then they will be telling all the people that, they show you the picture because they go to the supermarket or they go to the stores, and then they do a video shot, and then all the toilet paper all gone already. You know what I'm saying? Look, really, 200% people grabbing all these things. In fact, also a tremendous growth on groceries, perishables, and things like this. So in fact, what happened was, we all know the e-commerce trend is here, and yet because of the pandemic, it has been, it's just like a vehicle. Any vehicle you put in a twin turbo engine, oh my God, this thing is growing like crazy. So that is why, let us take a look at on the next slide. That is why you actually find that now it is not just moving online, but majority, half of it, 50% of the online retail sales are growing in terms of from where? From mobile. Why? Because everybody, mobile is something that has been with you all the time. What is the first thing you do in the morning when you wake up? Brush your teeth? No. You will pick up your phone. You know what I'm saying? What is the last thing that you did before you go to sleep last night? Again, not brush your teeth. You know what I'm saying? Again, what? Again, on your mobile phone. It's crazy. So this e-commerce is going to be growing like crazy. That is why we are telling to you right now is for the e-commerce to be tremendously growing, e-commerce is up and coming right now. So take a look at this. That is the reason why our business, iTeam business, Elite business, we grew in the last year by over 200%. Okay, so that is why when people were talking about crises, people were talking about, you know, business are closing down, people are talking about people losing their jobs, but our iTeampreneurs are expanding tremendously because their business are growing at a 200% rate, okay, from there. So that is why I want to invite you to take a look at this business opportunity, because e-commerce business opportunity is here to stay. It is actually a merger of two trends, wellness trend and e-commerce trend. Now, let me ask you this fact. We are still now in pandemic. We are still now facing COVID-19. Yes, some countries are doing better. Some countries are still not that good. Why? Because of the Delta variant of the COVID-19. Okay, but the fact is, but we still have to be going on with our lives. So that's why, due to the pandemic, more and more people today are even more aware of wellness. Now, what is COVID-19? It is a virus. Is there a cure? No. The only way for you to prevent is what? Is giving yourself a vaccination. So those of you who had the 2 vaccinations, you will be protected by what? By your own immune system, because your immune system can produce antibodies. The moment you have COVID, you come into contact with COVID-19, that's where your immune system comes into play. But if your immune system is not strong enough, that's why wellness trend is here to stay. With the merger of wellness and e-commerce, this is a great business opportunity. In fact, in the very near future, 60% of all e-commerce will come from m-commerce. That means people buying from mobile phones, okay, from mobile. So payment from mobile, placing order from mobile, everything from the mobile. So that is what happens, why we already had the platform. That is why we are growing tremendously. So we are inviting you to come on board. Use your handphone, and obviously everybody has a mobile phone, to expand all this market together with us. Okay, take a look at the countries that we are already in right now. We started from in Hong Kong to Taiwan to Korea to Malaysia to Singapore to Canada, you know, to Vietnam, and then to Singapore, Australia. We just started in New Zealand, and congratulations to many of our friends in Philippines. We just started this month, September 2021. Okay, that's why it has shown to you that during the pandemic, we are growing like crazy, going into the China market, going into the United States market. And by the way, we have just started, okay? We have just started. So that's why today I want to share with you, look, currently we are hitting like 2 over billion people buying things online. In the very near future, if the prediction is true, 6 billion market. So my question to you is, are you going to have a piece of this pie? Are you going to have a piece of this tremendous market opportunity, okay, from there? So that's why today I've invited the 2 doctors and also a very young nutritionist to actually have a close dialogue with us. Okay, so before I invite our first guest, let me show you a very short video clip.